Thank you, everybody, for joining. My name is Lynette, and we are here for all things Abacus. How is it going?
How is going?
So happy that you're able to join. I have been able
Yes,
to update my website and so forth. So thank you
I
so much.
heard.
I'm excited for it. I'm excited for it. I was able to update it and so forth. And so I do have a Spotify for those of you that are interested. I have a Spotify podcast as well as I am on YouTube as well. Thank you
And
so
I
much for
got
joining.
you in my library.
Yeah, yes. So we'll see how that goes. So, how is it going with the books? What page are you on and what book are you in?
Well, sort of took a vacation because everybody else took a vacation.
Really?
Yes. And this morning, my brain is just not wanting to cooperate because I'm doing the two-step.
Oh, yes. The
I
two
was
step.
doing this, I was doing the six-digit number, and I said, okay, enough of that one, Tammy. You know how to do that. So I did a little bit in each section on the six numbers, which actually I find that I like the very back part.
Of what?
Um, hang on, you
Oh,
got
of
this.
that one? Okay.
Yes, the new part that you came up with.
Yes, the abacus paths.
Yes,
Right.
and I'm like, I like that. I
Why do
like
you
that.
like it?
I like because one you have to actually you see the number,
Yes.
and then you actually have to read the abacus to see which direction you're at, truly which direction you're going. So,
Good.
and so I like that. And there's an extra path that you have to mark because you've got no way. You have to mark the next path out of that one.
Yes.
But if you get to that next number, then you're like, okay, so now which way am I going here? And so you're having to read it without it being marked.
Mm.
And so now and I love that I can look at it and go, okay, no, that's not got nothing to do with that number. So I go over here and I'm like, okay, that's the number I need.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So, do you color in the abacus as you find the paths?
yes, ma'am. So
Very
yeah,
nice.
only because
Oh,
there's
yes,
so
good.
only because there's so many here that you don't deal with.
Yes.
So I need to know I've already got that one.
Yes.
So I do.
Very nice. And it helps with
So
the coloring.
yes, I get my coloring fixed. So I'm happy. And but no, I still sound rough and I don't really know what is going on. I have an antibiotic that my doctor gave me, but
Yes.
I've got none of these symptoms that have gone on for me to take that antibiotic.
Oh,
She gave it to me because we were coming up on the holidays and that
yes.
she knew her office was going to be closed.
Yes.
So if things were getting going to get worse, I'd have it.
Mm,
Well, this is where I'm at.
right.
It hasn't gotten any worse, so it sits in my drawer.
Mm. Hello, Alyssa. Welcome.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Did you guys have a wonderful Christmas?
It was very nice. Thank you so much for asking.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
I was trying to update the website. I was updating the community and I was updating the online classes. I see that you got some of the did Abram get a chance to go through the hexagon mazes?
He did do one, and I just got to say that he did it, but I can't tell if I think he did it with the abacus.
Okay.
So, like, right now, he's like,
Can I show you something?
no, not that.
Can I show you something?
Oh,
Please?
oh boy, I think it'll be a disruption, so I'm not
No,
gonna.
I
No,
want her to see it.
no, I know, but I don't.
Come
Um,
on.
hold on. So, Abram,
You
do you
know,
want to tell her
Abram,
how you're doing with
Abram,
your abacus? Tell her how you're
wait,
doing with the abacus.
Abram, your mommy can send me a picture. So why don't she take a picture and she can email it to me? How about that?
Can I do that? You can use my phone. You can take a picture. Do
Take
that
a
way.
picture? Or you know what you could do is take a little video and you can email it to me. You could do that too.
I'm gonna put him on the couch and he's gonna be sitting down.
Maybe
And
that will help.
yeah,
Yes.
that will help. That will help.
Yes. I understand.
Yeah. So he's like,
You
well,
know the password, don't you?
oh, well, I do, but you don't, which is nice. There you go. You can try that. He was doing it in his head. And he's like, well, I don't want to use the abacus unless it's a really hard problem. And
Oh.
I said, well, really, but we want to use the abacus for easy, so
Yes.
that when you're getting to the hard problems, you will know the patterns.
Yes, that's a good answer.
So, and when he's doing an addition problem and he's going and he's adding in the hundreds place, he doesn't say add the 1, he says add 100.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I asked him and I said, well, maybe what we can do is maybe you can do a problem with Lynette online. Well, and then she can show you how she showed you how to do it. It's just a thought.
Okay.
So, you got him preoccupied with his Tyrannosaurus Rex, or I forgot what he called it. So he's off videoing. I'll have to edit that video when I send it to you.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I just thought, I wonder if that would work. You know, that way he kind of gets a feel of how you do it. And
Yes. Did the videos not? Oh, so what question are we on? Let me know a question. Is there a specific question I can use?
let's see. Yeah, there is.
I would like to, yeah, because I like to meet him at where he's at so he could see the ones that the way how I would do it.
Well,
And I just want to write it down.
Yeah.
well, for example, he's done a plus problem, which is 78 plus 29.
Okay, 78 plus 29. Okay.
And then he was gonna work on a subtraction problem with 72 minus 29.
Okay.
So I've written in his math with confidence the formula, in there, and so just kind of like those two
Yep.
problems. And
Yep, we could do it right now. So
Yeah.
you'll have so you saw that I actually put it up on Spotify, and you know that this is also on YouTube, right? So you can always go back to review.
So what is Spotify? So Spotify is where you're listening to it, or you actually can see it?
You can do both. You can do both. I
Yeah.
like it because I can listen as I go from my walks to the post office.
He's just sitting there.
And so I forgot to add the link. But this is the Spotify, and so if I look at I have majority some of our episodes here. So if you go into it, you can actually view it. And then if you turn off the phone, you can hear it. The ones that are. Do you see that? So that's why I put it on Spotify. So you can do both.
That's cool.
Yeah. See, it's still it's playing when I want to. So then when I go on my walks, it still plays when I go on my walks. Okay. I forgot to send you the link, but it is there. I'll update it. I'll update the email to show you where it is in the thing in Spotify. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to understand where to put this. Here we go. So we have 75 on the abacus. Oh, this is a two-step. Because if you start here, we have 70, we have 8. We have 78, right?
78.
So the problem is what? If you start from the 2, this becomes 9.
Mm-hmm.
So if this becomes 9, when we want to plus the 10, we don't have enough room. So what's going to happen is, ooh, hold on. We plus the 9, we're over here now, right? How do we plus the 9? When we plus the 9, what are we going to do?
Plus the 10 minus the 1.
Right. We can either plus the 10 minus the 1, or we can minus the 1 plus the 10, right? We could do either or. I would like to start with the minus the 1 so I don't forget. So I'm going to minus the 1. I'm going to plus the 10. I'm going to plus the 10. Notice that when I plus the 10, there's a 1 and a 0. 1 is over here. I have no more room to plus the 1. What am I going to do? There's another way to plus the 1. If you notice, I cannot plus the 5. So what's another way to plus the 1?
Plus the 10 minus the 9.
Correct. Plus the 10 minus the 9. Let's try
Or
it a different way.
Or minus 9 plus the 10.
Right.
Depending on,
So if we minus the 9 and we plus the 10, I'm going to minus the 9 and I'm going to plus the 10. Plussing the
Correct.
10 means I go to one column over. That's what plus the 10 means, and I plus the 10. That is how I do the two-step.
So he did that, but he didn't verbalize minus the 9. He just did it and
That's
put the
fine.
1 up in the hundreds place.
Yep, that's fine.
That's what he did.
Yep, that's
with
fine.
that problem.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. So then if you went from, let's say you went from the right,
Okay, so
adding that.
let me get another color.
I thought we just did go from the right.
No, we went from the left.
Okay.
So if
It
we did
didn't
it
feel
from the
like
right,
it, but okay.
if we did it from now, it's becoming natural, Tammy.
No, I love
So
going from the left. I can't
no, but
help
that's what I'm saying. It's natural. It now going from the left is so natural for you that it feels like it's so natural for you now to go from the
it.
left.
Yeah, it really is.
So, okay, so we started off with 79, right?
78.
78.
Sorry, 78. Thank you. So we want to add the 9. Again, when we add the 9, we have to plus the 9 is equal to plus the 10 minus the 1, or minus the 1 plus the 10. So we minus the 1 plus the 10.
Yes.
Then what do we do? When we add the 2, is there enough? No, there's not enough. So how do we plus the 2? Can we add the 5?
No.
No. So that means we got to go to the plus 10s. So how do you add? How do we do it?
Gotta go add the 10 minus the 8, or minus the 8 and add 10.
There you go. So we plus the 10 minus the 8.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Now that one you don't even have to minus any.
There's no two-step. Yes.
There's no aha. There's no two-step with that one.
Correct. Correct. There's no two-step if you go right to left. There's a two-step if you go left to right.
And yet I will still go left to right.
Yeah. That's why it's okay for either way. It's up to you. You just got to track your numbers.
Is that only in this problem that you, when you go right to left, that it is in a two-step, or is that in general all problems?
I would say it's in general, in all problems. It just depends on which side you go. It just depends. It just depends on how the numbers line up. That's why it's nice to be able to just be flexible and go both ways.
I think that's why when in the beginning when I would get stuck, I would go right to left and then make myself figure it out left to right
Yeah.
in the beginning because I knew I could do it right to left. But then I wanted to be able to do it left to right, so I would always go back and make myself figure out how am I doing it left to right.
Yeah. Does that make sense, Alyssa?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I unfortunately I wasn't able to have him kind of try to do it himself so that he can hear you verbalize it himself and he can have an interaction with you. But he's 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 having fun.
When he's ready,
Yeah.
let me know and we can switch gears. Okay?
I'll do that.
Okay. And so now we're on to the next problem. The next problem is 72,
Yes,
72, take away 29. We take 20 and take away 9. Are we going to go from left to right or right to left first?
left.
Okay. So let's go left to right first.
Yes,
So if you notice, I take away the 20. I took away the 2 first, and now
yes.
we're at the 9. Again, minus the 9 is what?
Minus 10 plus
Plus
1.
or plus 1
1 minus
minus
10.
the 10. So let's plus the 1 first, and then we're going to plus the 10. To plus the 10, I notice I cannot take away. I cannot take away 1 here. So what can I do? I know minus 1, I have a 5 I can utilize. How do I take away the 5?
Um, it's minus 5 plus 4.
Mm-hmm. Minus 5 plus 4. So we minus the 5 plus the 4 up together at the same time. So
Yes,
our answer becomes
43.
43. So if we do it the other way, right to left, we have 72 on the abacus. We're going to take away 9 first. Minus the 9 is still, minus the 9 is equal to minus the 10 plus the 1. Or minus
Plus
the
the 1.
9. Mm-hmm.
Plus the 1 minus the 10.
Right? So we plus the 1 and we take away the 10. And now when we want to minus the 2, can we take
Now
away
you
2? No, we can't.
now
So
so
what do we do?
so you got to go minus 5 and add 3.
Yep. So we can do minus the 5 plus the 3. Minus the 5
Mhm.
plus the 3, like that, together. So our final answer becomes 43. So
I still like going left to right. And Alyssa, please, by all means, step in if you need to, because I will answer everything if I'm
Oh,
able.
oh, I do the same thing. That's why I'm just taking
I mean,
turns.
listen, feel free to stop me. I got no problems with it.
Yeah, no, no worries. Um,
Okay.
I like Lynette how you're doing it in two different cover colors.
oh, thank you.
I mean, and well, see. Here's the thing: you're able to see, especially the difference on the minus the 1 equals minus the 5 plus 4 versus minus the 2 equals minus the 5 plus 3. Because it's
Right.
the same. It's the same. Minus the 10, minus the 9 equals minus the 10 plus 1.
Yes.
Um, and that one is written as soon as you get to, because here's the thing: whenever you're subtracting, so we're in the tens place, the number on top's always going to be bigger than the number on the bottom.
Yes. Yes.
Whereas in the ones place, the number could be smaller or larger.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where your formula starts to come in. And probably the only reason why we're using a formula in the tens place is because of the five,
Yes. Yes,
right?
when you do a subtraction. Yes.
Yeah, because a seven automatically only shows the five and the two beads. And
Yes.
so you don't have enough bottom beads to subtract.
Right. Right. And that's why it's okay to, if he doesn't say the minus the 5 plus the 4, if he doesn't say the 5 formula, it's fine because it's starting to become more and more ingrained.
Mm.
It becomes so much so that they forget to say it because they can see it.
Oh, okay.
I know I do.
Yeah.
I do it and I'm like, oh man, I forgot the formula to write it down.
Yeah. It will get to
I don't write formulas down hardly at all anymore unless I just get stumped. And then I'm like,
yeah.
all right, let's write the formula down and you can go from there.
Yeah. Writing the formula is just a path to make it more automatic. But you're going to get to the point where it's like, oh, I'll just do it and I forget to write it. So I have to slow myself down when I do my answers and I do the questions. That's why I don't do it in my head because I'm trying to explain it when I write my books. So people keep asking me like, "Do you do it in your head?" I'm like, "I can, but I shouldn't." Because I need to make sure that I process each step for the books.
Does it slow you down though?
It what's writing the formula?
Well, having to explain it, like, so does it slow down your brain, or when you're just by yourself and you do it, you just go back to just automatic? Because
I don't.
you're in a teaching mode,
Yes.
and so um, when you're verbalizing it that much, when you go to do it on your own, just is that button just turned off and you just automatically do it? Because I, I I see how fast.
Alyssa,
Yeah.
in during the lives, we have to slow her down.
Oh, okay. So you are pretty fast then. Yeah. I've seen your fingers move on the abacus pretty quick.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I don't know how fast is too fast. So when people are like, you got to slow down, that's my cue. That's my feedback to slow down. So when I when I'm working on my workbooks, I go slow for me. It might be fast for you.
okay. So show me how you do 72 minus 29 without even saying anything.
So -2, right? That's what I would do,
Oh, yeah, did it. Okay.
right?
And that's still slow because she's still in a teacher mode.
Yeah,
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 yes, because I know she did a pause.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. But then yeah, so like when I can't, yeah, I don't know how fast is fast.
Uh-huh.
So I'll just do that and then I'll be like, okay. And then I'll be like, okay. But
Yeah.
sometimes I have to verbalize it to like make my mind remember where I am.
Well, you probably trust the process and you're automatically in the right place, you know.
Well,
I,
It's also different because I'm presenting.
yeah, you're
I don't want to mess
presenting.
yeah,
up. So if I did
but
this right and I wanted to add the one, then I know I'm going to do this,
Yeah,
right? Because I can see the pattern. But I know my question ahead of time, and I've done this so many times that I just process. I just I trust the process because I've done this question so many times, right? Like I know I can do that.
yeah,
yeah. Aaron kind of did something like that too, but I can't remember which one it was. He just subtracted the nine and then subtracted. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's when he was doing 99 or something like that. I don't know.
yeah,
So
yeah. And then you see the process. Some people it takes. I mean, I know that I'm going to minus the nine, minus the nine, and then plus the 10. This is what I know.
ah,
I just started what do you call it? Appending everything. But when you learn, I want you to learn one step at a time. But then when you get faster, you're going to start combining the questions. You're going to start combining the formulas,
Mm,
right?
I don't know if I'm there. Am I there yet? I don't know.
So that's why in the 2-step, there's the 2 ways to do it. I show you the separated way, right? I show you the separated way. There's step 1, step 2, and then
Yeah.
here you have the combined formula. So when you get to the point where you can combine it, because when I do like 7 plus 7, right? 7 plus 7, I know I'm going to do this. I know I'm going to do that. I don't need to say minus the 5 plus the 2, or 7 plus 7. Yeah. Minus the 5 plus the 2. Because this becomes ingrained. Because I know I can utilize the 5. Does that make sense? So if I have 7, I want to add the 7. It's plus the 10 minus the 3. But I get to a point where it's like, oh, I would probably say minus the 3. I'm just going to do that.
Yeah.
Right? That's the point where I'm at. I'm like, oh, minus the 3. That's what I do.
Exactly.
I don't say minus the 5 plus the 2. I tell you guys to do it if you guys are learning, but for the most part, I'll just do this. My students are getting to the point where like they see the 5 is being utilized. They know to either use it or not use it.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make sense?
Okay. And it makes sense. It makes sense.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
What else is he working on?
Oh, just that right now. When he did the hexagon, I couldn't tell if he was doing it or if he was trying to do it in his head or not. And so I'm gonna have him do another sheet, and I'm just trying to figure out how to. I don't know if it's racing with him or something like that.
Racing is always fun for the kids.
Okay.
Racing is always fun. Even in my lives, people like to race each other.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, especially if I get on there, they're trying to keep me from answering.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't necessarily race when it comes to adding and subtracting. But for you, I would race the adding and subtracting. People usually race when we do subitizing. Oh, that's where it is. Subitize and subitizing. What is subitizing? Subitizing means that we want to be able to instantly recognize a number without counting. So if you can see it on the abacus, you know the number. That's the idea for subitizing.
Yep.
Most of my lives talk about subitizing because I really want to drill in that we want to be able to know how to read the abacus. When we go into office hours like this, I feel better that we can talk about numbers and adding and subtracting, multiplying and dividing because you already have a foundation. Okay.
Yeah.
At least until we can get the newbies in here.
Yeah, there's been a few people that have been very interested, which is really exciting. So I was able to set up my membership, my website, and I was just like, oh my goodness. So for those of you that are interested, I finally got it up and going. Oh my gosh. Where did I put it?
I probably should see if I can get in there. I kind of put a shortcut, but I probably don't need that shortcut. What I probably should do is just put the website as a shortcut, because you kind of had like a substitute or kind
Yeah,
of.
so what I did, so let's see. What I did is I finally put it on my you can log in on my website.
Okay, so we can log in. Okay.
Yes, because I just didn't think about it. Do you see my oh, there you go.
There we are.
Okay,
There we
there's
go.
the login. Okay, so
Yes,
I go
Yeah.
there.
If you go in there, I've already gonna log in. And in here, you will see the books available. Over here, there is the communities and courses. You can click on that, and I've already updated a few things. So these are all the podcasts that I have on Spotify, just in case I forgot to let you know. So if you wanted to listen to it or you wanted to watch it, you can just click on that and you can. So I was going to do like, yeah, the last one that we were on
Ooh.
was episode 26.
Oh, I should. Okay, so this is what I should do. I should do this, and then
So
I
go
should.
ahead and sign up again because this is a new platform.
Okay, because I. Okay, okay, you're still there. Okay, so what
Yep,
I'm
I'm
going
still
to
here.
do is learning. Okay, now I should be able to go to the login.
Yes, and you should be able to log in.
Okay, so I'm going to figure how to work.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then you should have access to the books if you should you see it, right?
I'm entering in the password, and the thing is that I had an old password, but I think I had changed it, so I'll just see if this one
Okay, good.
works.
Yeah, change the password because I don't. And if you need me to resend your password, I could do that too.
Okay, I'm just gonna try
So,
this one. I'll let you know if I'm in.
okay, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I'm also excited because I have a few more products that I have coming down the pipeline. So this is what's in the works right now.
I'm gonna say, yeah, tell me what you got going on. Because my husband just looks at me, he goes, another book? I said, yeah, then leave me alone. He goes,
So
In.
so
But
I have this in the process. I'm building out the abacus for adults. That's going to be a
okay,
class, and I've got the multiplication one for adults. That will be a class as well. And then I was going to upload the three times table. I'm not sure how I was going to set it up. But I think I'm going to do one class for the kids and one class for the adults.
okay.
oh, okay. So
Okay.
where's the community? So when I logged in, it shows
Yes.
me all the courses,
Yes.
but I don't unless I go to default.
No, if you go to the top, sorry, hold on. If you go to the top, um, hold on. If you go to the top right, there should be 9 dots.
Oh
Do you see
yes,
that?
yes, yes, I do.
So you can click on that, or I think you can go to home. Nope, you can go to the nine
Oh, okay.
dots.
So I
Go to
go
the
to
9 dots. Yeah,
go to community.
yeah. And go ahead and sign up.
Okay, okay, okay. I see. Okay, and then complete my profile. So I just
Yes.
kind of do that same thing again.
Yes,
So where I
please.
send a picture.
Yep. And it can be any picture. It doesn't have to be your face.
Oh, okay. And okay, there we go.
Yeah. So the previous posts that I did, they're all gone because it's a different website altogether.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I see the episode 26
Yeah.
and then all about and then there's the home.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you have discussion, learning, events,
Yeah.
leaderboard,
Yeah.
members, and about.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well then I will switch this. I just got to figure out how I just set to upload the picture. I think I have an idea. Okay.
I think you could just click on your picture and you should see it. Um, so that's what it is. Yep. So yeah, I'm all in the process of rebuilding, and you should see. So I'm happy that you're able to see the three books. So the three classes, and then I'm in the process right now is doing the -10s. You should. I haven't given you access to this yet, but I think I'm in the process of uploading all of the pages, and then as I get the videos, then I will upload the videos as I get them.
Mm,
Okay,
okay. Okay, I think I got this figured out. So now I can just go back to
great.
Zoom and so okay.
So then my next book that I'm working on, it's actually a few books. I have a few books that I have in the what do you call it, in the fire.
Yeah.
This one, because of my mom, I want to get her to do some adding and subtracting. So I have her,
Well,
let me
hang on. I don't see books.
hold on. I gotta,
Okay.
oh, here it is. This one. There we go. So this is it's going to be another maze,
Oh, okay.
but what I've done is it's all simple. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to get her to understand how to add and subtract simply, because she's only been doing the recognizing the beads, and I feel like she's comfortable enough to see the beads. So I got her to do
Right.
2 digits, 3 digits, and now we're going to do 2 digit adding and subtracting. So this is all about adding and subtracting. This is the answers. And what I was going to do is I actually added space so you can write the number at the bottom. So the answers, these are the answers. You're seeing the answer key.
Right.
But yeah, I got to the point where I'm going to be adding a few things for the books, which is adding the date. I want you to write the date, and then I want to color in the beads and then write the number.
Well,
Yeah.
there you go. Yeah, that works.
Okay. How is this
Yeah.
different than, or you've never done this before? Okay, okay. So this is sort of like the hexagon thing, but you're doing 2 digits here. 87
Yes.
minus
And
32?
it's simple. It's simple. So if we
Oh,
did 87, yeah,
there's no formulas.
there's no formulas because this is, yeah. So this is going to be like, this is
It's the next step for your
yeah.
mom.
Yeah, this would be the next step for my mom. This would be the first step. This would be the next step for maybe first graders, right? If they think that they already know their numbers and they want to start going to the place values, then we can start doing to two digits.
That works.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Um,
I wouldn't mind having this. That'd be cool.
well,
So
it's if you want it for Abram, you can have it for Abram. It's fine. Do I push it? This would this would be get him to be comfortable with 2 digits, but he's already comfortable with 2 digits. And then here I'd start going into how to make a 5, and then I'd go into how to make a 5, and then go into like how to plus a 10 and so forth. So it follow the path. So this is the beginning parts of like grade 2. If we were to just jump into it, if he was already in like second grade and he doesn't know anything about abacus, then you could start him here. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So I'm building this out and knowing that I can actually reuse it for specific grades. I just got to build all those questions.
Well, sometimes I'm wondering if the reason why he says he wants to wait till it's harder problems is he's basically one of the mistakes I did, huge, huge, huge mistake, was because your brain can get really tired after a while. And I
Yes.
had him do there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 problems with that, you know, what we just did. And I think what I did is I made him do too much. And that's why he's saying, well, I would rather use the abacus when it's harder problems, is that, Mom, maybe you made me do too many problems. Maybe you should have just cut back and just, let's just do 4, and then let's take a chill, and then we'll come back to it. Because I might have overloaded him.
No, I don't think so.
You
4
don't think so?
problems is not a lot. 10, 20 problems is a lot. 4 problems is not a lot.
Well, in this, here, I'll show you. I'll show you what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So
Oh,
in here, I had him write the numbers down to create a problem.
yeah.
And then we went back to going and subtracting. I did it. I did it on. It was this one. This is all of him writing, and so I
Oh,
think because he had to write that all out and then work the problems, he got overloaded. And so now he says, well, I only want to use the abacus when it's a hard problem. But I think what he's really telling me is that you made me do too much
I
at
don't
first. So I don't know.
know. I don't think that's too much. What are the questions? Hold on. Let me
But see, that's just it. With an abacus, they don't
yeah.
get harder, they just get more.
Wait. So he didn't do the abacus with this, is what you're saying.
Oh, he did. He did the abacus. And notice on this very top part, he put 0 in the hundreds place, and then he would
Nice.
put the. And so he did all of this, all of these all of those 1, 2, 4 problems on the top,
Yeah.
and then he created his own problems on the bottom. And
Oh.
when I noticed, he wanted to make it a little bit easier. These are all additions, and then I messed him up on something else. Okay. Listen, cat. Sorry.
That was funny.
So I don't know if I did if I had done too much, and sometimes I gotta say just do a little bit and then come back. So I don't know. I can send you a copy of this if you
No,
Yeah,
that
send me a copy of that. I don't think it's too much. I
don't think
think
it's too.
no,
no.
I think
Okay.
one problem is the fact that getting the kids to make up their own problems is a pain because he doesn't know his numbers yet. So he's going to give you numbers that he might actually have to do 2-step, and then he gets stuck.
But he's done a 2-step without even realizing it. And
Okay.
but here there's like 90, 49, 28, 74, 51, 83, 65, 37, 92. And it doesn't matter what order you put those numbers in, but
No.
then you have to creating a problem where he has to pick 2. I don't know. He might have just got brain tired from doing it because he's
Oh, I
used to
see.
having things written out for him. And here you're creating the problem yourself.
Oh, I see. So so there's numbers on the leaves that you take those numbers and you plug them in.
You plug them in anywhere
Oh,
because
I
it's
see. I see. I see.
because generally this is the subtraction. It's blank. So
Yeah.
you use whatever numbers that you
Yes.
want.
Yeah, I see.
And so
Oh,
I think he
no,
got tired because he
I
had to
don't.
go and create. You don't think so?
I don't think so. I don't think
Okay.
so. I
All
think it
right.
was just something different.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's something different because the kids, yeah, I know I know the kids get tired after like 20 questions. But if he's doing it on the abacus, it could just be that it's something different. It could be something that new, and he's just like, he doesn't know what to do. But if he does it often enough, then it becomes a little bit more. He's like, oh, okay, I know what to do. And then he plugs it in. So if there's more than just 2 activities of the same one, you're going to see him go faster and faster. It's not because he's tired. It's because it's a new activity.
We also took kind of like a 2-week break from Christmas. And so we weren't really doing a lot of abacus very much either because of Christmas break. And so I don't know if that has to do with it
Might have
or
slowed him down. It might have
a
slowed him
little bit.
down, but I don't think it would. I don't think 6 questions or 10 questions is a lot.
So there's something else.
I think it's
Honestly, it
more.
sounds
Yeah.
like he's a normal child because that's what I hear a lot of other teachers talk about the same thing. The kids just don't want to do them.
Yeah. That, and also it could just be it's a new activity, a different activity that he has to really think about.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So,
I'll go with
yeah.
Lynette's. I'll go with Lynette's idea.
Because I noticed that when the kids see the spin the wheel, they're like, "Oh, I know what to do," and they know how to do it. So
Oh,
they're
that's his
focused
favorite thing. That's his favorite thing.
So their focus is not learning how to do it. The learning is what is in it. So that's why the activities become a little bit, even though become redundant, like the layout is the same, but it's one less thing for the brain to think about. And that's the interesting thing about when I was doing research on, it's great to get everybody learning something different, but it's also another thing to be like, not overloading the working memory to learning something new on top of learning abacus.
Mhm.
or learning math in general. So what we want to do, what I'm saying is what we want to do is we want to not overload the brain. So if it's a new activity, you're working your brain a little bit differently than if it was the questions themselves. So those are two separate things that sounds like that he's dealing with. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, I just got a call in the middle there. So
Oh,
yeah, I think it does because like I said, every time he goes to spin the wheel, he is motivated and act and just wants to do that. So
okay. So
yeah.
that's what it sounds like. So because yeah, yeah. Yeah, because I know what some of my students, they're like, oh my God, I know this. And then they're like, yeah. So then learning the activity is is already done. They already know what to do with the activity. Now it's learning the content. And I think that's the problem with mainstream math. The mainstream math is that the that the mainstream math is not, the activities are not engaging. So it gets redundant because it's just one question after another. But
The
with what
same thing over and over and over, right?
yeah. And then your mind gets really numbed,
Okay.
right? So, but for him, I think it's the activity. It's a new activity, so his brain was just like thinking a little bit more,
Mm-hmm.
and he just
Mm-hmm.
had to slow down a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. So
So I don't think you overloaded it. I think that was fine.
okay.
I
Yeah.
think he's just normal.
Probably he probably is. He probably
Yeah,
is. I
yeah,
mean, my I he loves Abacus, but he's not at my level of loving Abacus. you know. So and
yeah,
and he's gotten to see everybody here, and
yeah,
so he knows that there's a tie to this. So he said,
yes,
"Yeah, can we do learning with Lynette?" You know.
yes,
So yeah, I think that's it. So I just gotta remember that he's at a different level than I am, and honor and respect that level.
There you go.
there you
Yep.
go. There you go.
Yep.
It's an interesting way of thinking. Like it does take a different way of empathizing, which is really interesting. So with my mom, I have her do abacus. I also have her read, and she wants to rewrite what she wrote, which is rewrite what she's read, which is fine. It gets her active, right? And then I added in one more thing, which is teaching her how to play the piano. I don't teach how to play the piano. I don't know how to teach. I know how to play the piano. I know what I'm supposed to do. We go through this rigorous thing, like we do one song at a time. And so that's what I thought we had to do, one song at a time, one song. But I was talking to a friend and she mentioned when you're learning music is very different than when you're doing academics. Because academics, we want to try to get as many problems and exposure as possible. So that's what I do with math, right? I give you as many
Mhm.
problems as possible. All the exposure is what you need. So when you see it again, it's familiar. But when it comes to playing the music, do it over again. Even if it's correct, do it again until you feel it. And then you're going to have this feeling, okay, I'm done with the song. We can go to the next one. So, what I'm trying to say is it's a different way of teaching. And it's just very interesting. So, Alyssa's going to another way of teaching and respecting the student, respecting the learner. Is the same thing
Yes.
with me with my mom. I'm respecting my mom, the way she learns music, and understanding that we don't have to do one song a week. We can do whatever is comfortable with her, and then we will move on to the next one. Because really what it is just keeping her active, right? And so
Right.
same thing with math and same thing with abacus is just we're keeping it active and we keep that practice.
Well, I love to tell you, I think your mama is so cute. I love your videos with your mama, and especially when she gets frustrated. Oh, she's so cute. I
Oh,
love your mama.
she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, just what is this number? It's like, what do you just, I don't know. And she kind of, it's interesting. She kind of like gives up a little bit. It's like, hold on, let's start looking at everywhere else. So sometimes she like cheats and she finds the path. And sometimes, but I try to make her focus on what the numbers are so we can get her to work.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. She says, I know it, I know the time that you're having. Okay. I fully understand, but your mama's cute. I love the videos with your mama.
Yeah.
That's
So
good.
some more business. So more of the business. I am uploading all of my TikTok lives to YouTube. So
Yeah.
that's a lot of videos. And so and then I'm
Yeah, and
planning
every time
to
one pops up, I'm like, she's got another live, and I'll go look and I'll go, oh no, that's just the video. Okay, what does this one play?
and so I'm also updating the I want to update the community with the shorts that I have as well so you can keep up with what I'm saying. But I'm not sure. I don't know if that would be interesting for you, Alyssa, to
Mhm.
see the shorts. But I thought it was kind of cool. Like my vacation or my mom.
Yeah, I have to go.
I love them
I did
both.
see the
So
one where you were going on a walk with your
Yeah,
dog.
yeah. When I was picking up trash.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what happens is when anybody buys something from me and I walk to the post office, I walk my dog and I pick up trash. And that's what I do.
and that just amazes me the amount of trash you pick up every time.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm just like, wow.
Yeah. Well, I also
And
live in a city.
yeah, but still.
Yeah.
And all I can pray is, please tell me she's got gloves or a picker
Oh,
upper.
I have a picker upper. I have a picker
Okay.
upper. Yeah. I wouldn't
Oh,
be
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
just
Yeah.
the idea. No
It-
telling who threw something out, know what they've been into. Right. Please tell me she's got at least got a picker upper.
it's so
Oh.
funny. Some people actually think that it's my walking stick, and I have a seeing eye dog, and I'm like, my dog is far from being a service dog. She is definitely not a service dog. I love her to bits, but woo. Um, but yeah. So yeah. I mean, I help out a little bit every day, and I appreciate everybody who purchases.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, I know you do.
yeah. So can you order from your um
Website?
yeah.
Not not yet. I just started the store again and I have to upload all of my books. I have to upload all of the products. I haven't done that yet because I was really focused on the online stuff. Were you interested in anything specific?
Well, I need to go back to getting the 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 abacus thing where you write out the formulae one.
Oh, right. Okay, the dry erase one?
Yeah.
Okay, that one.
So yeah, that one. I
Okay.
yeah. So I do what I do have coming to me from Amazon is the two-step
Yes.
and the oh, what's the other one? I think the extra 10 or whatever, that one.
Okay. I will be adding those to the online as well, so you can
Okay.
print those out.
Yeah, yeah. I told Abram that she doesn't have videos here, but she has this. So
Yeah.
I think part of it he's into the routine where he sees a video and he does the sheet.
Yeah. Nice. Okay.
So
Nice.
yeah, so that's kind of where, and then and so I haven't gotten the multiplication book yet
Okay.
for adults. Um, and then I have the 2-digit maze where you know
Oh,
for,
yeah.
but
Are you having Abram do it?
I'm gonna go back and have him do it because it
Nice.
just helps him keep familiar with numbers and being able
Yes.
to it's not that he doesn't recognize, he does. So that he knows his, what is it? Probably up to 100,000.
Good, good,
He recognizes what that number is and how to say it.
good,
So,
good.
but
So
yeah.
there's four, there's four books. So we have the hold on. There we go. So we have you got the 2-digit,
Yes.
right? There is a 3-digit. I
Mm-hmm.
have a 4-digit, and then there is a 6-digit.
What?
Yep.
You
So
have a
just so
six
you know,
digit?
yeah.
And that's
Yep.
So
not with the decimals, or it is?
it
That
is the
is
one
with
with
the
the
decimal.
decimals.
That's
It
the
is
one I
one with the
have to
decimal.
make myself stop because I can do it too easily.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's time to go do something else. Let's go work on something else.
So yeah.
Oh, okay. So you
So
can
if
just
you,
do a little bit in each book.
yeah, you could do a little bit, one page, or yeah. So for my mom, I have her do one of this, and then I have her do one of that, and that's what she does 2 pages a day. But yeah, it's up to
Oh,
you.
because it could be a warm up. That could be a warm up
Yes,
before
yes,
you.
exactly,
Okay.
exactly. Yeah, it could be. It's nice to have it as a warm up, and it's kind of fun. So I was going to make another book. It was going to be it was going to be 6 digits, but this time the decimal will be over here. Or no, the ones place will be over here.
Oh,
That's
okay.
all. It's the same, but just the ones place will be over here. So it'd still be 6 digits, but I think I'm going to call it like 6 digits, tens, or something like that. Just so you know the difference.
Okay, I feel really illiterate, but when you
Why?
have well, because it's how to read it. So if you have the point, let's say you have the one
Yep.
point, and let's say you had
Ones.
four numbers,
Yep.
then
Tenths.
how do you read that?
So we have our tenths. Let me see. Let me do that. There we go. So if my one's over here, right? This is my ones place. This is my
Yeah.
tenths. This is my hundredths. This is my thousandths. Notice there's another dot there. Do you see that?
Yeah.
That's funny about the abacus is like it matches. This is the hundredths, and then this is the 10,000ths, and then this is the 100,000ths.
So if you have a digit then
Yes. So
I would.
this would be 0.00003. That would be the 100,000ths,
Oh wow.
right?
Okay.
And so that would look like this.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah. That's what it would look like. 0.00003.
Tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, hundreds. Okay. So that the first zero
The
is
ones place.
the point zero would be the
Yep.
tenth.
This one would be
That
ones.
ones,
This is
ten,
tenths, hundredths,
hundredths, uh,
uh,
10 hundredths,
thousands, no,
thousands,
thousands, 10,000s,
thousands,
100,000s.
100,000s. Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
then when you have your bigger abacus, your 13 column abacus, I choose this one to be my ones place, right? Everything lines up. So we have our tenths, hundreds. Do you see there's a dot here for thousands?
Mm-hmm.
So then you know that each dot is your grouping, right? And then we have our 10,000s, 100,000s, and then we have our millions. After millions is 10 million, 100 millions, and then billions.
Wow. Okay.
And then it just works the same way.
And at that point, you're trying to find out pi.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. So,
Probably.
but if you notice, right, we have 100,000s, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, millions. It's the same when we do it the other way, right? We have our
Yeah.
ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, millions.
Oh, yes.
And then we have 10
10
millions,
millions.
100 millions, and then
Yes.
billions. These are our
Billions.
groupings. right? Those are the groupings.
Yes.
In group of
Billions.
threes, right? In group.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. So if you notice, ones, thousands, right? Ones, thousands, millions, billions.
Do we do math that far like that? Where
Not
there's
in
numbers
not in mainstream.
okay, but is that like in college?
No, because in
No?
college we start talking about concepts. Yeah.
Oh,
You're
yes,
looking at
yes.
your maths and your sciences that
Yeah.
use the numbers that big.
Maybe
Okay, yes.
science. Yeah, maybe science or science.
Yeah, you do. Okay.
When you start talking about like atoms and stuff.
Yeah, I would say more, yeah, sciences.
Yeah, I wouldn't think math would do it. I think math would just be more concepts like I don't know, sine, cosine, tangents, how to find a circle and so forth.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
But that's what we have. But yeah, no, don't think you're illiterate just because it's been a little bit.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's
It's
just
not
been a little
something I
bit.
do every day. That
Yeah,
part
exactly.
when it's past the decimal on the other
Yeah.
side. So I'm just like, oh, okay.
I think I was going to do my next one I was going to do is the having the ones place over here so then the kids or whoever can practice their decimals. But again, I don't see a difference between the decimal because it's just another number. It's just
Yeah.
another column, just another number.
And that's exactly it. I
But
see the
yeah,
decimal. I see the decimal on the paper there, and I'm like, ah, aren't you cute? And then keep going.
see that's the difference between knowing and seeing, right? Like
Yeah.
you're gonna really know that it's a number, it's just a column, it's just helping you do things.
It's
Mm.
Not
just a place. It's a placeholder.
it's
That's
just a
all.
placeholder.
It's such a cute little circle.
Yeah,
I,
exactly. Which is interesting because with mainstream math, we were always be like, this is a big number, this is so big. But if you break it down into manageable chunks, Abacus does that. Abacus breaks it down into smaller chunks for you to understand.
Hmm.
And
but
that's why I think,
here's what I have found when I'm actually working on my books. I would rather use this
yeah,
than this.
why?
I don't know
Okay.
because I'm always at this end.
Yeah,
So what's the difference? But I would rather work on this.
might be bigger. It could be the size.
Yeah, this too. I think between the two is because the color,
Yes, I can see that.
but between these two, I don't know. I think you're right because it's bigger,
I think it's the size.
but I'm still at the right inside doing the work.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but when
Hmm.
I'm having a really bad uh, health day, I pull out this bad boy.
Nice. Somebody said that they actually glue the top and the bottom.
Thinking about that,
Okay.
I was actually thinking about a way of keeping those to be,
Yeah.
like tying them down or
Yeah. Yeah.
gluing them.
Yeah. So I
And
had
just
a
whatever I do, I don't want to mess up the beads
the
that I
way.
would normally use.
Yeah. So the Chinese abacus, this one right here. So I had somebody said that they glued it. They glued the top and they glued the bottom. So all you can
Yeah.
do is just do this. And yeah, I mean, if you're okay with gluing it, that'd be good too.
See, I'm not. I
So
won't.
are they just making
But
a soul born out of the Chinese abacus?
no.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. They're making the sorobon out of a Chinese abacus. Yes.
I see. Okay.
Because
But
it,
I've got.
yeah.
I've gotten where my days are worse than good more days, and
Yes.
I've gotten where I've managed to learn to ignore those beads.
Oh, good.
So, and these beads are bigger. So,
Yes.
but I have thought about at least getting, since I've got so much yarn, at least tying them down
Yeah, you could do that too.
because I
I mean,
don't
there's
really want
there's
to cause any harm to them.
there should be enough space for you to put in the yarn or some sort of thread and just kind of line it
Yeah,
through. Yep, I could see that.
exactly. So this
So
is what I'm thinking.
yeah, that would be a good idea too. We could do that's a good idea. The reason, so what's the difference between the two other than the amount of beads? It's also the amount of time. The abacus in Chinese, the Chinese abacus actually was created in around the 2nd century, just so understanding, right? So in
Yes,
2nd century, the Chinese abacus came around. Then it was modernized in the 16th century. So the abacus has been around for a very long time. Just saying.
yeah,
So the Japanese came around and they made it more efficient. And the difference between the Chinese abacus and the Japanese abacus is the Japanese abacus, we start using these things called concepts, which is what we've been teaching, right? Now, what's
right,
the difference? The difference is mainstream math still talks about counting up. They are getting into a point where they're starting to do regrouping, but their regrouping is still counting up. Whereas in the abacus, we don't need to count up, we use concepts. This concept can translate to any column that we have.
right.
Yeah, that's my little teacher mode. Did that make
But
sense,
yeah,
Alyssa?
So do I need to just be patient with Abram when he says, well, that's the hundredths place? Just let him say that, and just when we're, because he says add 100
I
when
think
it's what's,
it could be that he's there's two things on that. I'm not sure if he thinks you're expecting him to say the place values, or just have him say, because or you could just say, you just correct him. You could I would What did I do? What I did with my students, I corrected them. I said, no, don't worry about the place values. Just worry about where you are. So plus the 10, because when the numbers get
okay.
bigger, you're going to say plus the 10 minus the 1, plus the 10 minus 1, plus the 10 minus the 1. So you could, if you really wanted to, instead of saying 10,000 plus the 10,000, tell them to say plus the 1 minus the 9, plus the 1 minus the 9, plus the 1 minus the 9. So maybe you make the numbers bigger so he doesn't have to say 100,000. So it's a little bit of both. It could be that he thinks you are expecting him to know his place values when he does the formula. Or what?
I
Or
think it's just what he recognizes that it's the hundredths place, but
okay.
maybe I should tell him. So when you're adding and when you're subtracting, well, especially when you're adding, don't worry about that you're adding 100. Just worry that you're adding. This is just uh,
A formula.
a formula,
Yeah.
and that your results when you read the answer, like at the very beginning, you'll say the problem. You'll say 79 plus 28. Okay,
Yeah.
so you already know that you're saying the tens and the ones.
Yes.
But when you add, um, this is where I can't
Yeah.
verbalize. When
No,
you're
when you
adding
add, just say plus the 10 minus the 1. I would probably just correct him. I'd probably
plus the
correct
10
him, say
minus the
plus
one.
the 10 minus the 1. And then he will get into that rhythm, plus the 10 minus 1. Because I don't know if you remember, but you were going through that same path when you started.
Yep.
Plus the hundreds minus the tens. And I gently corrected you and I just said, I wouldn't be as verbose. I would just be like, if you have 78, I have the 9 here. I want to plus the 10 minus the 1. I just repeat that. I would just repeat it until they realize that they don't need to say hundreds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Plus
and I
the
think
10 minus the 1.
one.
Plus the 10
Yeah,
minus.
and part of the reason why I had a hard time with that is because when I went and watched the Abacus, Mr. Abacus, and he would
Yes.
add 100, and it threw me off.
Yes.
So yeah, it
Yeah.
might not be throwing him off, but I think as you're, I mean, because like when we go and we add in general, well,
Yes.
without the abacus, we're always saying plus the one. We don't write 10 out. We write just put a little one on top of the number.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Um, because he like the one time when he was adding without the abacus, and he put what did he do? He put the correct answer
Yes.
when he was adding, which one was it? Anyway, I said, well, how did you know that that was? I think it was the 78. How did you know that that was a 9? I go,
Yes.
where did the 10 go?
Yes.
So, and I showed him. Well, actually, this is what they do. They put a 1 on top.
Yes.
That's what. Oh, there it was. It was 45 plus 26. And he did that without the abacus, and he put 71 on there. And I said, well, that's where I said, well, where did the 10 go?
5
And I said,
plus
well, they put, yeah,
26. Okay.
yep. And so if you add, you go 5 plus 6 is 1, and you carry the 1, and you put it on top of the 4 plus 2.
Right.
And that gives you 71. So he just did it, but he didn't put the 1 on top because he doesn't know that that's how you do it.
Oh.
Do you know what I'm saying? This is
Yeah.
without the abacus. He
Right.
just put 71. That's what he did on the
Interesting.
bottom there. That's what he
Yeah,
did.
that's interesting. So it's interesting.
Do
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? So he
Yeah.
did 45 plus 26. He put a 1 in the ones place, and he put a 7 in the tens place. Written
7?
out.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
written out.
oh.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. See, he didn't have the abacus with him. He just added. And he just said 5 plus 6 is 1, 5 and 2, and he put a 7. But my biggest problem is that since I'm so used to abacus, even though they have that, because I've shown you that their addition
Algorithm.
algorithm, I'm like, okay, what am I supposed to do? Oh yeah, the sum is great, and so then I'm so used to doing the abacus way that I just don't,
That's fine.
to try to explain it why is okay. Well, what you're really doing is you're taking the 10, the excess over and putting it on top. So I don't know. Yeah, that's what that's a good thing with abacus. That's so now I it's hard to go back to teaching mainstream.
Yeah. You don't have to necessarily teach the mainstream if you don't need to.
I pretty much can get away with it right now because he's at home. So, but I don't know what
No.
that
But
is.
what is the point of teaching the mainstream is the question, right? The question is you could give them like all these other strategies, or you just have them focus on one strategy,
Yep,
right? So it's
that's what
either you give them a breadth or you give them the depth. And so the abacus gives him the depth, so then he doesn't have to worry about all the other strategies like doubles, near doubles, and so forth.
You're gonna have to say that phrase again. Say that again. The breadth. You're giving him the depth. What? Say that
Okay. So there's a difference between giving the breadth and giving him the depth. So in mainstream, where's my little mainstream? They want to give in mainstream, they give you the breadth. Like you have one strategy, 2 strategies, 3 strategies, 4 strategies, 5 strategies. They have a lot of different strategies, right? But in abacus, you get the depth. You get one strategy and you know it really well till it becomes automatic.
Master it.
This is where the overload does not happen. Because if you only know, but if you are comfortable with one way, then we don't have to worry about the amount of energy that happens to do decision making, because we have to decide what we're doing here. And if you have too many strategies to decide, you get decision fatigue. So just like Obama, he only has one color of suit. His color is black. He has a black suit and he wears a black suit every day, all day. And in abacus or in math, they're trying to give the breadth, which is you could choose whatever you want. You could do a number line, you could do number bonds, you could do whatever you want. But then the problem is the child or the learner doesn't know which one to use. Whereas in abacus, if you add 1, right, there's 2 ways to do it. You either plus the 5 or you plus the 10.
Oh, yes.
And it only happens if one doesn't show themselves. So if the 5 is already being used, then you know to go to plus 10. So it's that flow. Remember that flow that
Yep,
that
that
you
flow.
did?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we don't have to worry about decision fatigue. The mental overload doesn't necessarily happen when we start doing. That's why doing abacus math, doing math with an abacus becomes relaxing, because we don't have to overload our brain with the decisions of what we want, what strategies we want to use. So this is the breadth, this is the depth.
I see. Yeah. And with that breath, when you're learning all those formulas and then you're getting tested on the one specific strategy that they want you to do, but yet
Yes,
the other ones, there's one that actually you keep on going back to because it's what's more relatable, then you're kind of punished for not using that particular formula that they want you to learn and master because
exactly.
you what I mean, after a while it's kind of like, you know how you get all these different types of you know like uh presents or whatever like that when you get married and you end up going back to the
Yes,
same one.
yes,
You go
yes.
to the one that you like.
Yeah, exactly. And so, I mean, it's great that the mainstream is trying to show you all these different ways to do the strategies. But that's the problem, is when they start getting tested, either they don't know which one they like, they don't know which one to use, or they get dinged because they didn't use the right one.
Yes, that's what happens.
Yeah. So I could see that too. And
Yeah.
so it's up to you. It is still up to you to teach. I mean, you have the option to teach them mainstream or not. It is up to you.
Hmm.
I did not teach my kids mainstream. I only taught them mainstream only because the teacher asked them. Other than that, I just kept them with the abacus.
So when they did the mainstream, were they confused or no?
No, they were not confused. They were just like, oh, they did the process. They went through the motions of what the teacher had asked, but they would always use the abacus as a correction. Let me see if I made it correct. And they will use the abacus way to make sure that they did it correctly.
Okay, okay, okay.
But
Yeah,
because you are homeschooling, it is up to you to show them
yeah.
everything or just focus on abacus. So it's up to you.
That's pretty much what I've been doing abacus. I mean, that's why I've
Yeah.
all of a sudden forgot what I was taught earlier.
Yeah.
And it's too much on my brain to try to figure that out. So, but
Yeah.
yeah,
And that's what they're saying about the mental overload.
yeah, yeah. So, well, this has been
Tammy,
good.
you were about to say something?
Oh no, I was agreeing. I was laughing.
Yeah. So yeah. So going back, I mean, if I were to homeschool my kids, I think I'd focus on this until he gets into algebra and calculus. That's when he starts to have bigger concepts, like how do you do certain things. But
Mhm.
for like basic arithmetic, I don't think the different strategies that public schools or mainstream has anything good to offer. I think it'd just be more stressful than anything.
Well, when you're doing higher and upper level math, isn't it kind of the problems like you're not going to be doing 350 subtract 200, you're going to be dealing with smaller variables in a problem,
Yes,
aren't you?
exactly. Exactly. And that's why if they solidify this concept of abacus, they don't have to worry about the different strategies that they have been taught. They just
Okay,
focus on this, like, I know how to do this. I just do the small numbers, but then focus on the concepts.
okay, all right,
So that was the reason why I wanted to introduce percentages, because the percentages are easy, right? Percentages are easy. It's the concept, because you're not going to get higher than 3 digits. You could get like
Right.
200% or whatever, but in general, right, you only want 23% of 18. To do that, it's only it's only 4 digits.
mm,
You know what I mean? So the numbers don't get bigger, but because we have a solid foundation of our basic arithmetic, this we don't have to worry about the strategy of adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing. We have to understand the concept of percentages. And
mm,
that takes a little bit of a different mental load.
mm-hmm. How is the vision coming in creating that book?
It's coming along. I started bringing down, so I realize what's going to happen. It's going to be 3 digits divided by 1 digit. That would be the bulk of it. And so that would be the bulk of it. Right now I'm separating and I'm categorizing all of my numbers just like I did with multiplication. That just takes time. Yeah.
Okay.
And then yeah.
So would you do a 2-digit divided by?
2 digit
No.
divided by 1 digit is nothing. I would, but there's not a lot of questions like that. There's not a lot of questions that are 2 digits divided by 1 digit.
So when you're saying 3 divided by 1, you're saying
It's
the
like oh, hold on. I got it. Let me go find my questions that I'm so because I was like, oh, I need to do 2 digits, but instead I was going to do so like we could do, see, if we do 2 digits divided by 1 digit, it would just be 56 divided by 7, which is just a math fact,
right.
right? So that's
Okay.
why, let me see, am I okay, good. So but once we get to 227 divided by 7, that becomes 2 digits. Oops, sorry. 7, 4, 2, 7.
Oh, okay. So you're not going to have 2 digits in the okay, that's the dividend and
Yeah.
the
This is the
what
dividend. This is the divisor.
The divisor is not going to be 2 digits, just going to be
No.
one.
Yeah. It's going
oh,
to be
so
1 digit.
okay, so you're not going to do 2 digits for the divisor at all in
I
the vision?
will, but not right now.
Oh, not right now. Okay, okay, okay. I see. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That is advanced, right? You got to
Yeah.
know the basics before you go to advanced. So then here it'd be the same thing, like 7 times what is equal to 42 or less,
Yep.
right? And so we
Yep.
know that
Yep,
that's 6, so 6 goes
yep.
here. And then we have 7 times what is equal to 7 or less.
So it's
1.
one.
Yep. So this would be the answer.
Ah, okay. And then would you ever basically do a flip flop where you do the multiplication, just do 61 times 7 on the abacus to get 427?
Well, that's what this is.
Oh, okay, 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 okay. Okay.
Right? Yeah, that's what that is. And so I do have it in here. I don't know if I
Oh,
have it
so
here.
you did do. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
there's 6, there's 7, 40, I don't know. Maybe it's not here. No. I guess not here. Maybe in my practice book. I'll probably create a practice book for all of this stuff.
Oh,
Cool.
okay.
Yeah,
That'd be
yeah,
awesome.
I'm gonna create a practice book and it'll probably follow the same lines. Maybe I'll do it again with just different numbers. So I'll just follow the same thing with the
Mm-hmm.
same path, but different numbers. So there'll
Mm-hmm.
be like, I don't know, part 1, part 2, part 3, and then it'll be book 1, book 2, book 3. So book two would be 2 digits. 2 digits
Okay.
times 2 digits. That's what book 2 would be. Yeah. But and so yeah, book 2 would that's what I was trying to figure out, like the product line on this is book 1 for
Mhm.
multiplication, and
Mm-hmm.
then book 2 would be 2 digits times 2 digits, and then book, I don't know about book 3 and 4, but it would still be more along the lines with just bigger numbers, and
Mhm.
it would be more. Yep.
And then your
Which
foundation is
sounds
going to be.
good to me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
My foundation, yeah, I'd still have the foundational review just
Mhm.
in case, but it won't focus it. I don't know. I haven't figured that part out yet. I don't know if I would separate them like I do here, like 8 times 8 times 8 times 8. I don't know if I do that. I don't know if I do that for the next books, book
I
3,
would
book
mix
4,
it
book
up.
5. Yeah,
I would
I'd
mix
probably
it
mix it
up.
up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because by then you should know it.
Yep.
I don't see a
Exactly.
beginner. Yeah, I don't see a beginner picking up book 3.
Okay. I see.
You know what I mean? yeah, book two. Yeah, I would definitely label it book one, book two. No, I definitely label it book two. I've already called this one as introduction or for, no, I already, no, I didn't even name it introduction. I just said abacus.
Yeah.
So I would have a book one or no, book two, because I can't change the title anymore once it gets printed. So
Right.
this
Right.
is
Okay.
now, this is going to be book one, and then book two, I would have it like somewhere that says book two, book three, book four, book five.
I see. Okay. And then
Yeah.
the multiplication for the little kids, um, that'll come a little bit later, right?
Yeah, well, I'm in the process of, yeah, that will come a little bit later. It's just there's a lot of irons in the fire right now.
I see. Makes sense. Makes sense.
But
Well,
I have
I
to.
got 4 books I'm working on, so I'm content.
I want to. Well, what I want to do for Avram is make sure that I get the multiplication up and going for him. So that's one of my priorities, as well as the -2 step and the videos.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
So
That'd be
that's
awesome.
so I think my priority is more like like the division I'll have like as I go through, because it does take time to curate all those questions. But
Yes.
my goal and my priority is to make sure that Avram is up to speed. So I want to get the multiplication ready for him. As I might not have all of the videos, or if I do videos, it won't be edited, and maybe I update it later on. So
Oh, okay. So
um
you would put them on up there unedited and then update it later, or you?
probably would, yeah, just to make
Okay.
sure just to make sure that Avram is keep on going, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
If that's okay.
No, that's totally fine because he's. I forgot what percentage he is through the +10, and then because there's like only 15 lessons in the other two books,
Yeah,
he's gone. He's gone through
yeah, and he's going
quite.
to get faster and faster, so I have to make sure. So if it's okay, if the videos are unedited, um but at least it keeps you gives you it keeps you in the habit of watching and then going.
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay. Yeah,
That'll
if that works, great, then I can continue on and I'll upload, and as I get my videos edited, I can upload it. But that was the thing, is I wanted to make sure that he keeps moving along. I didn't want him to be stagnant, because I have another student that's already in the two digits. Uh yeah,
Oh, really? Okay. Okay.
yeah. And the one thing is he already knows his multiplication table. So I already have him do the adult version of the multiplication. And he's in first grade. But
Very good.
he's got a really good number sense. He's got really good number sense. Like, that's not because of abacus. It's just he himself has really good number sense. So
I was
don't
gonna
do a
say,
comparison.
Alyssa, you don't compare
Don't compare.
Abram to this young man. That's just like I had to
Yeah.
I had to calm people down because Joshua would do stuff that was just. I mean, Joshua was in 4th grade and was reading on a college grade level,
Yeah. Yeah. Don't
and
compare.
he could do math that was just beyond me, and I'm just like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Now I couldn't do anything that he was doing at that point, but just breathe. Abram's doing just fine.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Don't compare.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Okay.
These
Um,
kids are
but
born this way. Don't know.
yeah. And don't forget, they're also learning from you, right? So they have a more leg up than what you had when you were young. Like, I didn't learn any of this, and I had to like learn my way and find my way. My kids are better off with number sense than I am.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if they're learning from Josh was learning from me or not. This child just he blew me out of the water. I don't know where he got it from.
But he had a really strong foundation, and that's what started off.
Yeah.
And then he
I-
grew faster and faster and faster. And that's what's going to happen with
yes.
abacus. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So it gets to a point
Yes.
where, yeah.
Yeah, my one daughter, I don't know what I did, but I did something because she's had a pretty good math upbringing. I mean, she's done um calculus But then we kind of go back to our old school, just like, well, you need to teach him this way. And I'm like, no, I'm teaching him this way for a reason.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah,
because I'll try to show her the abacus and she's not interested. I'll try
yeah,
to show her and she's not. She's like, no, you kind of
yeah,
are set in our ways. Um,
yeah.
of learning.
Maybe when she's older, she'll open up. But that's the one thing that I know that I am struggling with for people that come into my world. Some people are open, some people are not open. I don't force it.
Mm.
I'm just here to show you a tool, and if you choose to use it, then it's up
Mhm.
to you. So if she's not open to it, I wouldn't force it.
No, no,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Because it's just another tool. It just happens to be a long-standing tool that we didn't know when we were kids. And
Exactly.
and there is, you know, because we are more biased to memorizing, takes less energy in the beginning. And so she's probably memorized a lot of things that she didn't realize she memorized. And then when you try to get her to do bigger numbers, she kind of breaks down a little. I don't know if she breaks down, but what I'm saying is the energy level to invest in something new takes a lot more. So, I mean, Alyssa, don't forget the energy level that you took to learn the abacus is a lot from the time that you memorized, right? So some people are not willing to invest the energy to memorize, to learn something different.
I see. So is memorizing, can that be, well, I don't want to say it's a crutch later on, but so understanding, and because see, right now, Abram, he takes a hundreds chart, right? And you
Yes,
have the nines. He's not telling me 9 times 1 is 9 and then 18. He's seeing a pattern and he's like, da
yes.
da 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 da. And so I'm like, which I don't know, makes a V pattern. You go all the way down and
Oh,
back.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Those are
So
just,
is he actually learning something? He says I see a pattern, but see, I haven't asked him, well, what's 9 times 3? But and then
he's
there's all
just,
the there's
yeah,
all those things where you go, in the middle where it flips, it's 45 because 9 times
yeah,
5 is 45, and
yeah,
then 9 times 6, and you flip the numbers and it's
yeah,
54, and
yeah,
then it's instead of 36, you're saying 63 because
yeah.
9 times that.
So there's a few things. One, he's just seeing a pattern. He's not really memorizing. He's just seeing a pattern, and that's what math is. Math is all about patterns. Just as I showed you my patterns for adding and subtracting, right? Like I
Yeah,
showed you a pattern. This is my pattern, right?
right.
You see the
Yep,
pattern.
yep.
Do we go in? We don't go in. We just look at it and we're like, oh, that's a pattern. That's the same thing what he's doing. It looks like this. I'm just going to follow. I'm going to connect the dots. That's what he's doing. The other thing is there's that flipping through. So 6 times 4 and 4 times 6. That's also just another not a shortcut. It's just another pattern that they see.
It's
Understanding
associative, right? Associative or cumulative? No, it's associative because you can flip A and B and A is going to still give you the same answer
it
for
is
multiplication.
it is cumulative because it doesn't matter. Associative means that if I want to plus the 4, I'm going to equal to plus the 5 minus the 1.
Okay.
Cumulative is flipping. So this is flipping. So this is cumulative.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So what's
Associative
the
is
is
what's this?
associating, right? That with that.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's like
Okay.
substitution.
Okay. Which prepares
So
you for algebra.
which prepares you for algebra. And the issue, it's fine to teach them, this, but it goes back to this is a pattern. What he needs to understand is if I have 6 boxes, right? I know I'm going to have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to keep going, right? Does he know that if I do 4 boxes, I do circles? Sorry, I should have did circles. If I did circles, does he know that if I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the same? Is it the same? It is not the same. Quantitatively, the answer is the same, but conceptually, it is different. That's the difference between these two.
Oh,
And that's what I'll be exploring with my books. Understanding
oh,
that there's different ways of grouping, because what you're doing here is you're doing different types of grouping. Either you group by the 4 or you group by the 6, or group by the 6, group by the 4. That's the
oh.
difference between the two. So you could teach him this. This is not really teaching. This is just showing him a pattern. You could do this perfectly
On
fine
paper. That's pretty
on
what it
paper.
is. But
But
to
what,
visually see it, it's
yes,
different.
exactly.
Okay. Okay.
Right. And so I'm hoping that with the multiplication books that you do show them, or when you start doing multiplication, this is what makes it, what this is what we're trying to show them.
It shows that in his it does show that in here.
Okay, good. Yeah, don't discount it. Don't just say, all you have to do is flip it. That's an adult version of saying, because he needs to understand the concept.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
So you see, like, for example, what is it? 5 groups of 4 and
Yes.
4 groups of 5.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
this flips it. I'm sorry, the book flips it.
Yeah. Good.
But yes, it is showing that.
Yeah. But, and he has to, and understanding that concept of which groups he's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would not say if you see the word of, that means times. Don't do that. Don't use words as multiplication.
Oh.
Of does not necessarily mean multiplying. There was a scenario I had and I forgot. But I would not use the word of, oh, it means times. Don't say that. They
Oh.
might say that in some books. The reason why is because, again, it's another shortcut. That's not a shortcut. Understand the concept, just like we do in percentages. See where it says of? They're like, oh, I see of. I want to times it. No. Understand the concept. What does this mean? I have 23% and I have 18. I know 18 is 100%. Understand the concept.
Oh.
Don't just take shortcuts, because if you give them a shortcut, you need to explain why.
Oh.
If you can explain why, then you can use the shortcut. But if you cannot explain why of means times, don't use it. So if this is a shortcut, you have to explain why. Understand why before you show them this.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, so it's a different way of teaching. If you can explain it, then you can teach it. If you cannot, like FOIL, I don't teach FOIL. They say first, out, such a dumb, inner, and then last.
And this is for
right?
multiplication?
This is for distributive property.
Oh, distributed property. Oh, okay.
So
And
we
then,
had 23 times that by 25, whatever, right? And they would do first, outer, inner, and then last.
oh.
But what happens is what? What happens if we get a bigger number like this? Times that by 4, 8, 7. Now what do? You don't.
It's a big
right?
problem. That's what it is.
Yeah. So I don't teach this because it's a shortcut to this. It's only a one scenario thing. What I like to teach is distributive property. Distributive property. That's what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We know we go from here, we go from here, we go here, and we go here. And then we do it again. We go here, we go here, we go here, we go here. It's very logical, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we do it again. We do here, we go here, we go here, we go here. That's distributive property. Teach the concepts. Don't teach the shortcuts.
Okay. Got it.
right? They will find their own shortcuts.
Recognizing when the shortcuts are being taught.
Yeah, that's the thing, is understanding, and that's the question, right? Like, that would be the thing, is like, why is it a shortcut? It's a short because somebody else said it. Like there's another one, PEMDAS. That was so dumb. PEMDAS. That's another shortcut.
What's that?
That's supposed to be a D. Parentheses, order of operation, is what you're supposed to teach them. Somebody thought of a shortcut, and they're like, just memorize this. And I'm like, no. Understand the order of operation, because some people would be bed, mass, and then people get tripped up. Why do they get tripped up? Because multiplication and division is the same level, right? Addition and subtraction is the same level. This is parentheses or this is brackets. But then they get tripped up. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to say, understand the order of operation. I'll do the parentheses or whatever you call it, parentheses, exponents. Then you do multiplication or division first, and you do adding and subtracting depending on what comes first. Left to right, which is interesting because we never teach them right to left.
Oh,
so why do yes. So why are we teaching the kids? Why do we teach the kids when we do adding and subtracting right to left? Because it's quote unquote easier. It should not be. It should be logical. If you do it left to right as a young kid, you go left to right as a big kid.
Yeah, when you're doing, okay.
You know what I mean? So that's why I go left to right. Those are the reasons why I go left to right. That's why I don't necessarily go right to left. Because when you get into bigger, the higher maths, they go left to right. Order of operation goes from left to right.
Mm-hmm.
So that was I'll get off my soapbox, but that's the reason. Understand concepts and teach the concepts. Don't teach the shortcuts. We as humans will always find shortcuts. Why? Because we're lazy. I will find my own way of a shortcut. Teach me the fundamentals. That's why I go back to understand the fundamentals. Understand how to add, understand how to subtract.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I am different.
Amen.
I
love it. So
yeah,
because you always draw everything in. I mean, we could be talking, but you draw everything back to you draw everything back to the fundamentals. Yeah. That's what you do. So it's
understand the fundamental, because that was did I tell you about that one where there was a video where the lady keeps standing up? Did I tell you this one? Mm-hmm. So this lady goes into a waiting room and there's a beep. She's in a waiting room. She doesn't know that she's in a bunch of actors, right? But a bunch of actors, they hear the beep, they start standing up. So she's like, what's going on? I don't know. So all the actors sit down. The beep comes up, everybody stands up. So she starts following along. She starts to stand up. And so the actors slowly leave the room, and she's the only one in the waiting room. And every time she hears a beep, she stands up. New people who are not actors starts to come in, and she stands up. She starts to begin a wave of people standing up without knowing why. And so that's the problem that we're doing with mainstream math. I feel like that we are given all these shortcuts. We're given with all these shortcuts, but we never tell them, it was never explained why. So then it goes back to the whole Great Divide. Did I show you this one? Where everybody understood how to do the abacus. We were taught with like these bricks and blocks and all this and that, right? Mm-hmm. We're taught with the bricks and blocks. And then something happened is we got the shortcut. The shortcut is the Arabic numbers. It is fantastic. I would love to know that this is a shortcut, right? I don't have to look at the abacus all the time, right? But the problem is people forgot to explain what the shortcut is. So we forgot the concreteness of what the abacus does. So now we have this two separations. I still like to use the numbers. It's a great shortcut, but it's also good to see as well.
Mhm.
So if you understand the shortcut, that's great, but explain it. Explain the shortcut so we don't get stuck.
Yep.
That's a good idea.
Did you hear about Zig Ziglar? There's another one. There's another story. So Zig Ziglar, he's a motivational speaker, and his wife was making some sort of turkey or chicken, and she cut off the ends of the turkey.
Yes.
And Zig Ziglar
Oh,
is like,
yeah.
right? Zig Ziglar is like, why did you cut off the two ends? And she's like, I don't know. My mom did it. And she's like, I don't know. So they asked the mom, I don't know. Grandma did it. Why did grandma do it? Grandma did it because her pot was too small. That's it. So
So it would fit in the pan.
so
Yes.
it fit in the pan. So explain the shortcut. They will figure it out. They will find their own shortcuts, but you have to explain as a whole. And I think that's the difference between teaching and just passing them through, right? So if you ever, I don't know if I've ever told you about, there's this one documentary called the Truth About Reading, and it talks about reading literacy. Reading literacy, there's a lot of people that are illiterate, and what they do is they memorize patterns, but they don't know how to read. And it takes more energy to memorize the patterns than it is to understand how to read.
Well, there's a gentleman that's on TikTok. He's 35 years old and he's learning to read during
Yes,
his lives.
yes,
And apparently there is a whole boatload of kids right now that are getting ready to graduate and none of them can read.
yes. There is a documentary. I think it's called The Truth About Reading. I can send you
Okay,
the link. I'll send you the link
please,
and I'll show.
please.
And it was a wonderful, wonderful. There's like millionaires that do not know how to read. Then they figured out how. Then they were finally said, you know what? I'm going to learn how to read. And I'm like, it. And that was the difference between understanding how math is being taught. Math is being taught how to memorize your stuff, but don't understand the concepts. So going back to Alyssa, don't have him memorize, have him understand concepts. He will find his
Yeah,
way of finding the shortcuts. He will find his way because we are all lazy creatures. We will find shortcuts,
by
but we don't
nature.
need to be, yeah, we don't need to be taught shortcuts. We need to be taught concepts so we can find our shortcuts.
And I wish I had been taught that so that when my daughter came around and it was time for me to help her with her math, I would have known how to teach her instead
Yeah.
of fighting and threatening to throw her through a wall.
Yeah. This is
Because
the way
she
I
and
did it.
I could fight.
And I'm like, yeah, I don't understand. Like, this is the way I did it. Just do it that way. It's like, why did you do it that way? Why? It's always about the why. Why did you go that way? Why are we doing it this way?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh, she and I were something else when it was time to for math.
yeah,
I wished I had known how to do the abacus before she ever went into school.
yeah.
Because had I known this, she would have breezed through math
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
because she could have seen it. Because she's very visual. And if she could have seen it, she would have been fine.
Yeah.
So is before we head out, is there anything, any last minute questions you had, Alyssa and Tammy, for abacus or any basic math? Because I can go on my rant.
Uh, no, I'm just got to get back in the swing of things working in my books.
Okay. Alyssa, yeah, my goal is to try to get my worksheets up into the online, so then you can have Avram go through the multiplication one.
Yeah.
So I was going to do
Yeah.
the 3 times table.
That'd be
Um,
awesome because he's a number. I don't know how many pages. It's right now he's doing like 0 times whatever.
yeah,
And
yeah,
we know that's 0,
yeah,
and then he's doing let's see, 2 times 5, and I already I told him that's uh, double adding, you know,
Yeah.
and then he will do like the clock, the 3 times 5. It's like 3 times 3, 7 times 2, 1 times 6, 5 times 5, 3 times 8. So I guess 2 times table, and the 5 times table and the 3 times table, I think is kind of where they're at. Because like 2 times 6, 4 times 5, 5 times 6, 3 times 7. I think that's kind of what they keep on repeating is the
Okay.
threes, the fours, and the fives. That's what I noticed on here.
Okay.
For yeah, and I don't. They did yeah, and then they start on the tens. 3 times 10, 8 times 10, 4 times 10, 9 times 10, 3 times 10. I think that's yeah. Yeah, I think that's kind of where they're at with the multiplication.
Okay.
That part, yeah.
Okay.
That
Yeah.
they're-
And then I was going to add in some listening. So that means that I'm going to say the numbers and he has to do the question and not see the question.
Give an example.
So just like right now, you guys get your abacus out and I will tell you what the question is. So the question is simple. We'll do this one. So here's
Okay.
a simple one. So I want you to add 3 plus 4 minus 2. What's the answer? That's it.
5.
Yep. So, but that's how I'm going to do it. It's just I'm going to tell you what the question is, and then he has to do it on the abacus.
What does that do? Just
That
listening
helps with
skills?
listening. Yep.
Listening skills. Okay.
As opposed to looking at the question.
Ah. And you're going to do that as a lesson on the.
I'm going to do that as a module inside the online.
I
So
like
that'd
it.
be like a warm up or an out or exit ticket, right? You practice something and then you can do the online, but not online, but listening.
I like it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
I because I have the way I have the online structured, it's easier to see. I added it to the previous format, but it was all hidden away. It was hard to see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a separate location. Let me see if I can products. Let's see if I can share my screen. This one? Nope. Nope, wrong one. Sorry. Oops. This one. Yep, there we go. So here, the way it's broken up, I have one course content, but then I think I'm going to do is have another module that says listening. So there will be another thing here, and it would drop down so you can just listen to me speak, and then he has to answer the question.
Okay.
Cool.
I like that.
Yeah, it was just one of those things. Like it's because now I have it all grouped. It's a lot more easier to organize than just one whole thing. But I did have it. I did have it. It was in let me see if I can. It was in my YouTube.
So you're not going to post the answers though. If you did the answers, I wonder if it posting that kind of like on a sheet of paper that these are the answers, because then because if you give the answers right after, then
Yeah.
they won't listen. They'll just
Right.
wait for you to give the answer.
Right. So what I will have is let's see if I did it. What did I do? It's up to you. I that's what I'm thinking about doing is I would do an answer on the sheet somewhere else. So it'd be a printable.
Yes.
So the parents will have it, but it won't
But you won't
so
say the answer in the listening part.
I don't think so.
No, don't.
I don't think I would be. I don't think
No.
I did. Oh, I did do it in
And
this
here
one.
you did it here. You would
Oh yeah,
then-
I did it here. But
Yeah.
yeah, I was thinking about it. I was like, I probably won't. Yeah,
Then
what I
they-
probably do. Hmm.
Just do it. But now you're just having us listen to your
Hmm.
voice saying it.
Yeah.
And then, because it's kind of like, Tammy, remember when you said that you were trying to teach yourself to do the division problem without looking at the problem
Paper.
itself, you on the paper?
Yes,
And
Yeah.
so that's kind of what this is doing.
Yes,
Some
exactly.
of
right.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, thank you. Yeah, yeah, that's a good idea. Don't say the answer and just, yeah.
Nope. Don't say the
Because
answer.
because then you as a parent can walk away and know that you have the answers. But I think it's different because when I was doing it on YouTube, I would assume that the teacher is the one that is pausing it.
Oh no. No, I don't. Yeah, no.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that makes sense. So
Yeah.
that would be the plan is I'd be adding a listening module and you just hear me. You
Okay.
might see me, but I'm not going to show you I'm not showing you the questions. I'm not going to show you the answers.
Oh, seeing you probably be perfect. And you just say this, and this, and they have to look down on their abacus.
Yeah, exactly.
Because your mouth is moving, you're not showing them the numbers.
Yeah, I'm not going to show the numbers.
Yeah.
I'm just going to read it out loud. Either that or I just do it as an audio file.
You could do that too.
Hmm.
I mean, because I mean, this is going to be pre-recorded anyway and put on. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
So it's either going to be an audio file or just me like this.
Mhm.
And I will just be saying the questions. I'm not going to show you the questions.
I like that. And it's so depending on the level. I mean, you go like 27 plus 52. You know.
Yeah, it depends on the book and it depends on the level. So
Okay.
it's going to be by the section of the book. So if we're doing a +5, there's going to be only +5 in that listening area. If it's going to be a -5, it'll be -5 in the listening area.
Oh, so you'll have a listening area for each type of
Book. Hmm.
book or equation that you're talking about. Like, so the plus tens
Will
or the
have its
minus
own
five.
listening area. Yep.
How many problems?
Probably about 30,
Oh, wow.
or I do 10 at a time. I could do 10 and then break it and then you have a new set. I could do that too. Maybe I'll do 10. Maybe I'll do 10.
Okay.
I think 30 is a little much. I think 30 you get numb after like 15, I think. So maybe I'll do 10. I'll do 10 questions at any given module. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you know that it's going to always be 10. Yeah, it'll be 10 questions. And
Okay.
then I'll have a separate section for a read aloud with the books, but that's later.
Oh, yeah. He was asking, where's her books? Yep. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
but it's going to be I try to match the books with the concept. So if
Okay.
it's a +10, that's what I was trying to do with the read out loud. And so since I have it as separate books, I have a separate class so it could be all encompassing. So it's a little bit easier to. And then when you finish the foundational, then I can start adding in like one multiplication, one division, one adding, one subtracting. But that won't happen until later,
Hmm.
if
Okay.
that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you thought of, with the audio doing kind of like if they wanted to do the listening where you just kind of have a randomized problems going. Sometimes when you're listening to it a couple times and you see the same pattern or the same problems, is there ever a thought of that?
There is, yeah, but the one problem would be is to try to figure out how to get it randomized because that's an application problem,
Oh, okay, yeah, no
right?
worries.
So
Yeah.
that's why I would give you a set. I'll probably give you a set of I'd probably do like 10 and you can pick and choose.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And then probably what it just says is that then eventually I go and I give him a problem.
Yeah, yeah. Which is you can pick up any of those numbers from the books, or I can give you another separate sheet altogether. Hmm.
Ah, okay.
Right. So, okay. So I can do that. I can give you a separate sheet. So you can pick and you can choose.
Okay. Yeah.
And those questions would be focused. And I think that's what it is curating those questions so you don't have to choose and decide. You
Okay.
have your choice. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I need to go.
Yeah, likewise.
Yeah.
We've been on for a while.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yes.
Okay.
But thank you
I'll
for
see y'all
the
next week.
feedback. Bye, Tammy. Thank you so much. Thank you, Alyssa, for the feedback. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week.